Cleus is walking back to his throne room, contemplating his inability to control himself on this planet. When he was back home, he was surrounded by amazing bodies that were just as soft. So, what would make this planet so different? Ten and Sight found the dealer again, who seemingly stopped selling and decided to go somewhere. While walking, the dealer made several phone calls and checked the contents of his pockets a few times. Sight was certain that he was about to re-up. The dealer walked into a sorority home. This sorority was infamous for its love of science and its belief in the theory that the ends justify the means regardless of how horrid. Ten looks around to see if he can see anything suspicious in the surroundings. Do you think his supplier is in there? It would make sense if they were. This place is known for its love of science. They would be able to make myos. Should we go in? Ten looks at Sight because he is surprised at how casually she just suggested it. Can we just walk in? No, we need to be invited. Are we invited? Sight smiles. She grabs her phone and sends a text to someone. Within moments, a male student comes running out of the sorority house. He seems flustered and weirdly excited. The moment he sees Sight, the student raises his arms in joy and waves at her. Ten doesn't know what to make of this and glances back at Sight. For the king, it's a problem. For me, it's a quirk they like. You mean you're biting? Ten doesn't finish his sentence because not everything has to be said. Sight simply nods and smiles at Ten, and then the three of them walk into the home. Sight doesn't see the dealer anywhere. My friend here has never been in a sorority house before. Can we get a tour? The student is just so happy that Sight finally texted him that he happily nods. Yes. Follow me. The student then walks Sight and Ten around the house. They pass several rooms until they pass one where the dealer is talking to another student. Their timing was impeccable because right at the moment they walked by, they could see the other student hand the dealer several bottles of Mios. Both Ten and Sighty take note of the new face and nod at each other. They have acquired their new target. With their objective cleared, Ten doesn't see a need to be here any longer. Thank you. I really appreciate you showing me around, but I forgot we have something to do. So, we will be going now. The student is disappointed beyond reason. He looks at Sight with puppy eyes, begging for some attention. Sight places her hand on Ten's shoulder. Give me 5 minutes. Ten looks at her shocked at what she just said, but doesn't want to pry too much into her business, so he nods. Okay. The student and Sight then go into a room. Ten waits by the front door. While waiting, the dealer walks past him with a pocket full of Mios. Ten avoids eye contact, and then he hears a scream of pleasure coming from the room Sight went into. A few seconds later, the door opens up and Sight walks out with blood dripping from her lips. Ten is a little freaked out because he has never seen someone who drinks blood. Ten isn't a fighter, nor is he adept at reading energy, but even he can sense that Sight's energy and vibe have somewhat changed. She walks past him out the door. Let's go. They walk out and go far enough to not be in direct sight of whoever walks out, but close enough so that they can spy on whoever does come out. Having found their new stakeout location, they sit and wait for the supplier to come out. Ten doesn't say a word because, well, he wouldn't know what to say. Sight can see how uncomfortable Ten is. While I can still control myself, I also have a weirdly strong attraction to the bodies on this planet. I don't know why that is. The guy seemed to like it, though. To make sure the people whose blood was taken didn't rebel, certain techniques were developed to make the experience as fun as possible for all the parties. How? It involves using higher reasoning on the blood as it leaves the body in the holes created by the bite. My family's technique is good, but not as amazing as the royal family's one. So Cleus is a better booty biter? They say that if royalty bit you, you will forever be loyal. Once you get bit, you're hooked on it? Cleus smiles. Something like that. Ten and Sight stay in place while waiting for the supplier to come out. Meanwhile, in the main school building, a big event is being held. Strills and Billicus both walk into the room and are wearing fancy costumes because this is one of the bigger events this school has. Billicus looks at Strills with a smile. Do you see them anywhere? Nah, Braverte nor Pulmo ain't here. Ha 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 ha, they've finally been reduced to real rejects. Soon we will be able to get rid of him without a problem. Took a while, but this is the second time he wasn't invited. Soon we will have the majority vote. Till then, let's make sure we don't act careless. Yes, sir. Now let's mingle. Billicus and Strills join the party and start shaking hands and socializing. Back in Braverte's home, he and Pulmo have changed into an all-black outfit reminiscent of ninjas. They are putting the final touches on their preparation. Braverte is the one who is ready first. The party should be well underway. This is the only time the other teachers and faculty take their eyes off Braverte and Pulmo and gloat at their handiwork. This lack of supervision and spying eyes gives them the freedom to roam around and sneak into places they usually wouldn't be able to. They have been using this chance whenever it arose to look for the source of the signal. They only have a few more places left to search. They are now heading out to wrap up their search of the school.